Hey, Perry Peacock here with Wilderness Innovation. I'm up here in this area. The snow's just recently melted off from here, and green grass is starting to come up in a few places here. Beautiful, beautiful area. Yeah, so excited to be able to get up here in the springtime. But one of the reasons I'm here is I wanted to talk to you about our Poncho survival system, Poncho shelter system, and that starts off with a poncho like what I've got on. This one right here is a multicam PSSL, so it's a foot longer in the back than in the front. Gives you a little extra to sit on if you have damp ground. Gives you a little something extra if you're wearing a backpack underneath it. So it all works really nicely. The poncho snaps together down the sides. That's how it's made into a poncho. It's got 12 tabs around the outside perimeter edges that turn it into a tarp. So it can be a tarp, it can be a poncho, it can also be a hammock. And I'm going to show you that today, how to set that up real quick. It can also be a Yukon chair, it can be a swinging hammock chair, it can be made into a super shelter, it can be a ground cloth, it can be, all sorts of things. This is a piece of gear that you can take with you anytime, wherever you go. It's not just for rain, because it makes a great windbreaker. And oftentimes the chill of the wind can be deadly. With this system going from poncho to hammock, couldn't be simpler. You just unsnap the snaps that you had. The snaps that form the poncho. When you get all those unsnapped, you can see that now it's formed something like a tarp, all open. At each end, front and back of the poncho, we have a cord sleeve or tube in here that's designed to allow you to drop a parachute cord, or even our new Dyneema cord, our Amsteel Blue cord option, where you can drop that down in there, and that aids you in setting this thing up as a hammock. Okay, so anytime you get a poncho PSS we commonly call it PSS, poncho shelter system, it comes with 2 hanks of parachute cord, or in this case I've upgraded to the Dyneema cord. And if you get the Dyneema cord option, it has an eye built into one end of each of these, and that's what we use to hook this thing up. And so here's what I do. I use a pocket knife, any one of several that I have, but I have any one that I'm using frequently to set this up. I'll put a bigger split ring on the end of it just to make it a little easier to do this with. So all I do is take the eye, or if you're using parachute cord, you just fold the cord in half and you grab the middle so you have a loop right there. You drop this in here like this, pull that up like that. So that'll hold this in place. And now, let me just kind of flip this over here. And now all you do is let gravity do the work for you. So now when you get to the other end, it comes out the other end. So I'm going in here, coming out here. And now all I do is unhook this pocket knife from here. And now I just take that loop that's there, so if you use the parachute cord, you'll have a loop from the parachute cord because it's folded in half. Or from here, you just put it up through here like this. So once you get that loop on there, all we're doing is pulling all the slack out of it, and we're just drawing that up. And I just cinch that up till it's nice and snug, and the point of the loop is right here where the 2 sides come together, right there. So right there, see how simple that was? And I spent more time talking than working. So I've got that one done up. I'll do the other deal, the other side, and then we'll hang this thing up to the tree. All right, so what I like to do is I usually lay this thing out on the ground, get it spaced about halfway between my two trees, and then I get ready to tie this thing up. And I usually go about chest high to me. It's where I tie it off here. So I just go around the tree, and then I double back. So you can see I just went around, I double back. And I like to do that at least one time, depending if this is a little smaller diameter tree. I could go several times if I want, but whenever I get ready, then I just come around back like this, and I take my end and shove up through the middle right there, pull that up to form kind of a half hitch, and I do it and back that up with another one. And that's all I do at this point. Now I'll go to the other side and I'll set it up the same way. Okay, so you'll see that I've got this thing pitched pretty tight, pretty flat. And that's the way we always start this thing out. You don't see people hanging hammocks like this, but this is not your traditional hammock. This is a Poncho special type setup that we're turning into a hammock. So I always start out like this. One thing I'll show you right off the bat is this hood. Not to be worrying about that. I actually use it as a pocket when I'm using this as a hammock. So I use this snap right here to close it in, draw the drawstring up, leave it like that. So now I'm all closed in on the bottom. Okay, another part of this PSS, this Poncho shelter system, is this fleece. And if you've watched our videos, you've probably already seen this before. But this is a full-length fleece. It's the same, matches the same size as my poncho. This is the PSS L size. This is the PSS L size fleece. So I can wear this by itself, just like this, which I often do. The snaps that are in this fleece, and this is a Polartec USA fleece, top quality, some of the best fleece in the world. Polartec fleece has snaps, double-sided snaps, that will snap into the same snaps that are in your poncho. Another way you can use it, and I often do, I might wear it like this around the camp at night when I get ready to go to bed. I just keep wearing it and plop down in here and do like that. So there's a lot of ways you can do it, but this works very, very nicely. All right, the next thing I'm going to show you here that goes with the system, specifically designed for it, is the underquilt. Now this underquilt is made in the same way, the same style as our personal survival blanket series. This thing actually, it's called an underquilt, but it can be used as a liner or an underquilt. So you can use it either way. And you notice I got this one set up to be matching colors of my poncho. And you can do that. You can choose your colors, your outside color, your inside color when you order it on the website. So it's designed to work just like that, just like the blankets. Choose whatever color you want and we make it up for you. This also has snaps. These snaps correspond with the snaps in the poncho. You see what we're going here. We got a system that's designed to all work together. I'm going to snap the snap all along this side into the poncho. So I now have this thing set up here with an underquilt, so the insulation can't get squished by me laying in it. I've closed both ends off so the breeze can't get down between me and the underquilt. And the whole system is integrated, so it's designed to work together.